Welcome back children. In previous video, we started our 8th lesson, Be Alert and Be Safe. In the first video, we learned half part of the lesson and the remaining lesson we will discuss in our second video. I hope you all understood the first part of this video. And today I continue the remaining part of the 8th lesson, Be Alert and Be Safe. Before starting that, I say the summary or recapitulation of video number 1. In video number 1, we discussed first of all what is accident. Accident is a unplanned thing. Accident is a unplanned and it can happen in any place, any time or anywhere. Means accident is a sudden and unaccepted event. Next we discussed safety rules at home. So what are the safety rules? Are you remember? The first one, that is, you must not handle sharp and pointed objects. Do not play near the gas stove and do not handle the matchstick, candles or firecrackers on your own. Then do not touch the electric switch with wet hands because we may get a electric shock when we touch it. Then do not run or play on the staircase. So these are the some safety rules at home. After that we discuss the safety rules at school. The most important safety rules in a school, it is do not run around in the classroom or corridors. Second one, do not climb on the benches or tables or chairs. Do not touch any electrical gadgets and you compulsory use sharpener to sharpen the pencil. Don't use the blade or any other sharp things. Then keep your school bags and lunch bags in the right place, and these you can keep these things away from the electrical appliances. Now children, you can open your test book. Now I tell the remaining part. First of all I read. Safety rules on the playground. Do not push or fight with your classmates. Wait for your turn at a considerable distance. When at the swing or seesaw, do not stand on the swing when swinging. Third one, do not play near barbed wires or electrical wires. Do not climb on gates, fences, walls or electrical poles. Fifth one, do not touch unidentified or suspicious looking objects. If any at the playground, bring this to the notice of a security guard or watchman on duty. Sixth one, once out of the playground, stop playing and follow the safety rules. Now children, I will explain the next safety rules. The safety rules on playground. So, precaution is better than cure. Everyone know na? Precaution is better than cure. If you take precaution, there will be no accident. Now, any kind of accident and injuries on the playground can turn out to be a risk when you least accept it. Because we lots of time spend on a playground. So, to avoid the accident on a playground, we should follow some safety rules. So, what are the safety rules? Listen. First one, never run around or push or pull while near playground equipment, where the seesaw or any other equipments on the ground. You don't push or pull any other people or children or your friend nearby this equipment. Now the next safety rules on playground, it is a wear proper clothing and make sure your shoes are tied when you want to play na. Before playing the game, first of all you check your shoes are tied. Next safety rule, that is don't play on the equipments that is a wet, because the surface will be slippery in summer days when you go in a rainy days when you come into the playground to play the games. At that time, first of all, you see the all seesaw wet, or all the equipments in the garden will be wet or what. If the seesaw is a wet na, first of all you wipe it and then you can play on the seesaw. Now the next one is the take turns and get in a line when more than one person wants to use a same thing. Got na children? Next rule, it is the don't play near a barbed wires or electrical wires, and don't touch or don't climb on a gate or fences of walls. What now children? You don't play near the barbed. Barbed means what? The wire which does not has a coating. Don't touch or play near the barbed wires, and don't climb on a walls or fences. Now the next one is the if you observe any unknown thing, or at that time you can tell the security guard or any other person, but you don't touch that things. When you observe unidentified things na, at that time first of all you inform the security guard. So these are the safety rules on the playground. When you follow it, there will be no accident on playground. Now next part children I will read. Listen. Safety rules on road. Roads are always busy places, full of people, cars and other vehicles. Some safety precaution to be followed when one is on roads. First one, do not play on the road or footpath. Second, always walk on the footpath. If there is no footpath, walk on the right side of the road so that you can see the vehicles coming towards you. Third one, before crossing the road, look to the right, then to the left, then to the right again. Cross the road only when the traffic stops. Always cross at the zebra crossing. Fourth one, while riding a bicycle, keep to the left of the road. Fifth one, do not get on or off a moving bus. Wait for the bus to halt. Stand in a queue at the bus stop and wait for your turn. Sixth one, always look at the pedestrian signal which tells you when to cross the road. The black and white strips on the road are called the zebra crossing. The vehicles have to stop at the zebra crossing so that we can cross the road. Now children, I will explain the safety rules on the road. Now we discuss about the safety rules on road. Unlike adults, children do not know or do not have a maturity to know what to do and what not to do when walking on the roads. Without adult supervision and proper knowledge of the road safety rules, children can put themselves at a risk. So to avoid this risk, we must know what are the safety rules on the road. Now which are the safety rules? Now I tell. The first safety rules on road, it is do not play on the road or footpath. It is very important. Do not play on the road or footpath. Then second one, you always walk on the footpath. Footpath means what? The way where any people can walk. Footpath means the way where the people can walk. And it is on the both side of the road. The footpath is present on a both side of the road. Children, you go to the Gandhi Chowk na? In Gandhi Chowk, both side there is a footpath. You can see na? Footpath where the people can walk. Now, if there is a no footpath, then what should we do? If there is a no footpath, at that time you should walk on the right side of the road. You should walk on the right side of the road. Next one, know your you must know what are the signals. So the traffic signal have a how many colors? 3 colors. And each color indicates separately. So the first one, green colors means what? Go. Only when the green signal turns green, vehicles move ahead. Vehicles will move ahead. Then red means what? To stop. Red means what? To stop. When the signal turns red, all the vehicles have to stop. Yellow means, third one, yellow means slow. Slow down. When the traffic signal turns yellow, vehicles show slow down and prepare to stop. Children, you know what is pedestrian signal? You can see in a signal there are the two mans. One in a red color, another one is a green color. When the red color people show the stop movement, then you will stop. And the green color people show the walking movement, you should walk. And this is called as a pedestrian signal, means the walk or walking man. Symbol of intersection are, it is a pedestrian signal. Cross the road if the sign turns green. When the pedestrian signal is a green, you can cross the road. Then always cross the road at a zebra crossing. And first of all, if there is a no footpath or anything, so first of all you look to the right, then left, again to the right side, and cross the road when traffic signal. When traffic signal is a which color? Green color. Then you can walk or cross the road. If there is a no footpath, you walk on the right side of the road. And before crossing the road, what I said, before crossing the road, look to the right, then left again to the right, and cross the road when traffic stops. And always cross on the zebra crossing. Now zebra crossing means what? The black and white strips on the road are called as a zebra crossing. And never cross the road if the signs say don't walk. If you can see on a pedestrian signal, the people says that what the don't walk. At that time you don't cross the road. Always use the bicycle lane and keep the bicycle to the left of the road. Now the next safety rules, that is the start early and be on a time to avoid running for the bus. What? Start early means you wake up early in the morning and do your all works and be prepared in the position. Then next one, always stand in a queue when boarding and alighting the bus. When you want to bus or anything, at that time you always stand in the queue. Next one, always get off a car or the bus to prevent the being an abstraction to the other vehicles on the road. So why are you got now? Why the people always get when the people can get when the bus is a start, it is running, at that time some people can come into the bus, so it is a wrong. Now next one, do not play in the bus way or on the road. Do not play on the road. Now open the textbook. Now I tell about the first aid. What is mean by first aid? So first of all, open the textbook and see and then read. First aid. The immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. Immediate help. Remember these simple things. Listen, what are the simple things? Do not panic or get scared. It is very important to stay calm and other injured person and also to calm down. Second one, do not crowd around the injured person. Let him or her breathe comfortably. Third one, if the injured person is bleeding, clean the wound first with water, then an antiseptic lotion. Next one, use a clean handkerchief or bandage to cover the wound. Fifth one, in case of burn, we should hold the burn part under cold water or apply ice on it. Now after that you also read this lesson. Now I explain the last part of the lesson, that is the first aid. First aid. First aid is the first and immediate help given to a injured person. Now next one, that is, now I tell the what are the some things important in the first aid. Now first one, recognize the emergency. Does someone look like they are trouble? If so, ask them, are you okay? If the person or student is crying in the class, everyone tell na teacher she is a crying or he is a crying. At that time you can give support to that person. Next one, recognize the emergency. Does someone looks like they are in a trouble? Then if so, ask them, are you okay? Now first aid. Children, you can see first aid. What is the first aid? A red color box on that one plus sign is there. It is a first aid. So now what is the use of first aid? Listen. First of all, when you can see any accident, at that time you don't get panic and you give moral support to the accident people. Next one, you don't stand nearby this patient. You don't stand near the patient because they want a fresh air. If you stand in a circle, the fresh air is not coming towards the injured person. So do not crowd around the injured person. Next one, whenever you have any wound, at that time first of all you clean the wound, then you put some antiseptic lotion. Now next one, if you don't have any bandage or anything, at that time use a clean handkerchief or bandage to cover the wound. Next one, by mistake you can touch the hot vessel, it is very hot. So what should we do in case of burn? In case of burn, we should hold the burn part under cold water and apply ice on it. So these are the some measures to avoid the accident. So here we completed our lesson number 8. Be alert, be safe. So what we learned in that lesson? First of all, accident. Accident means what? Are you remember? Accident means what? Accident can happen anywhere, at any time and in any place. So now accidents are sudden and unaccepted things that happen and end up in a injury. Next we learned about the safety rules at home. Now I tell some safety rules, that is you don't handle any sharp or pointed things. Then you don't play nearby the electrical gas, geyser or any sharp things also, appliances also. The next one, do not play near the gas stove. Do not play near the gas stove. And don't handle any hot things or inflammable things. And do not touch electrical gadgets with wet hands because we may get a electrical shock. The next one, do not take any medicine on your elders' permission. Don't take any medicines yourself. And keep the all things on a correct place. Now next we will learn about the safety rules at classroom. The first thing, do not run around the classroom and maintain the silence. Use the sharpener to sharpen the pencil. Don't use blade or any other objects. And keep your school bags, water bottles away from the electrical appliances. Next we learned about the safety rules on the playground. In playground everyone push pull. I know everyone push and pull, but it is very harmful to our health. So do not push or fight with your classmate. It is the first rule of playground. Do not stand on the swing when swinging. Do not stand in front of the swing when anyone is swinging. Do not play near a bar bed wires or electrical wires. Next safety rules, that is, do not touch any unidentified things and don't climb on walls or fences. Then we discussed about the safety rules on the road. Road means what, children? Are you remember? Road means roads are always busy places full of people, car, vehicles. Now the first safety rules of a road, that is, do not play near the or on the road or footpath. Don't play on the footpath. Always walk on the footpath. If there is no footpath, then you can walk on the right side of the footpath. Then before crossing the road, you look to the right, then left, again to the right. Cross the road only when traffic stops and always cross the road on zebra crossing. Next we learned about don't get on or off in a moving bus, and always look at the pedestrian signal which tells you when you cross the road. Next we learned about the first aid. First aid means what? The immediate help given to an injured person. So there are some rules. First of all, you don't get panic or scared. The next one, you can maintain the calmness in your mind. Then do not crowd around the injured person. Next one, use a handkerchief as a bandage. And next one is the, in case of burn, if suppose your hand will be burned, at that time you can hold the hand under the cold water or apply ice on it. So here we completed our lesson number 8. Thank you, children.